So you just started After Effects and you're extremely confused. Don't worry, because I was too. I'm going to teach you the absolute basics. If you've never edited before, if you edited on CapCut, Video Star, and how this works, and you'll find a lot of similarities. To start by making any edit or anything, you're going to have to make a new composition. So I want to do squares. I'm going to do 1920 pixels by 1920 pixels. This basically just the width and the height of how you want your edit to look. So it's going to be a square. Frame rate is frames per second. 30 is what most editors use. There's like 29 point, but 30 is the one that you should use. And resolution quarter, your computer will crash if you don't. Duration 14 seconds. Okay. Background color black. And that's kind of all you need to know for here. And press OK. And then you get a black square. Uploading your edit. Go to File and go to Import. Before we start anything, we'll learn what a composition is. A composition is essentially what your edit is. So this edit is in this composition. And basically, it's like a bunch of video stuff that you make with an edit in one area. You can make tiny little compositions in one composition. To cut your clips, Control-Shift-D. Click on like the one that you don't want to just like backspace it. Do the same thing where you want my clip ends right here. If you want it to be more zoomed in, there's like a zoom in scale down here. So this is really small. It's really, really small. So we're going to press S on your keyboard and scale will come up. So scale basically will, you can change scale. Or press 200. I don't think that's enough. And then click P and that's your position. This is the thing that I am working with. It's my clip. Keyframes. Another huge part of editing is keyframes. And if you don't know what keyframes are, it's basically in this section or in one section of the edit, it's going to be here, and another section it's going to be here, and it's on the same clip. It'll make so much sense when I show you. So, for example, if I wanted a zoom in, I'm going to put this is how I want my clip to look after the zoom in. So I'm gonna click this button and it's gonna make a keyframe, which looks like a little diamond. I'm gonna move it back a bit because I want it to zoom in. And I'm going to put a keyframe here. Mute your clips. There's a mic on this side. You can mute it. When you use keyframes, select both of these keyframes, right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. They should always be in easy ease. Then there's a graph thing over here. This is when you can make it how fast, how slow. Right, to make sure it's more visible, I'm going to change the keyframe. So I'm going to make it, or I'll make a zoom out keyframe. So I'm going to make it to 300. I want it to be more towards the center, so I'm gonna do that. Just depends on what you're looking for. I usually do center ones because it's smoother and it looks better in total, but there's definitely some clips where I wouldn't. But it depends on your preference and it's practice, which I know like that stuff's like it's so confusing. Then we have to do like more. Now slow-mo, and to make it look good, effects and any added things will always be in effects and presets. I forgot to mention how you see your keyframes is you press U. If I press U, my keyframes go away. Press U again, they're my keyframes. Before we do any keyframes or things with Twixtor, pre-compose. Right click on the thing and press pre-compose. Press move all attributes to new composition. Click this check mark and bam. Now it will only have that clip when you do slow-mo and Twixtor on it. Put Twixtor, which is a slow-mo. Click uncheck the frames per second, click 30, and then we're gonna do speed keyframe. So we're gonna start from here, speed 100, and then we want to be like slower here. Remove it to 66. Do the keyframe assistant, easy ease. For speed edit, I'm going to use value graph, which a lot of other creators also use value graphs, and that is how you switch it. And it just depends on what you're editing or you think will work better for what you're editing. That's all I can tell you. It really depends on the edit and the clip. And from there, you can probably make a pretty simple edit. That is just the basics of a simple velocity edit. And obviously, you add exposures and blurs, but that is really the basis of the video editing part. Now, everyone obviously adds a lot of text to their edits, so I'm going to show you how we do text on After Effects. Go to Layer, New, Text. Now you have your text layer. Well, edit on TikTok, click on your clip, and I'm just gonna write. You can take this color and you can take this color tool here, the eyedropper. On it again. Okay, actually, okay. Boom. You can choose the style that you want. I'm gonna do regular. I'm gonna do 400. To do TikTok style, what you're gonna do is go to effects and presets. Go to deep glow 2, your radius to 33, exposure to 0.35. You can change it. This is just settings I use. I'm actually gonna change the color, but that's how it looks like. This is a TikTok edit, and I know font, but I know this is like really messy, but this is the very basics of editing, and I will show you how to make a TikTok edit in my next video. So I hope you learned something. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I can make future videos about them. Thank you so much, and you'll see Miraculous Noir on the next one.